You just stood up for 30 seconds, and before you could even turn around, your dog is already sprawled across your seat. Most owners laugh it off as a cheeky move or a power struggle for the best spot on the couch. But what if I told you that this one little act is actually the most emotionally loaded declaration your dog will ever make? You've likely been misreading this message your entire life, and the truth behind it will permanently change how you look at your dog starting tonight. The first 5 minutes of your morning are quietly shaping your dog's entire emotional reality for the next 24 hours. Not their food, not their walk, and definitely not their toys, just those first 5 minutes. Yet, most of us reach for our phones before we reach for our dogs. You think it's a harmless habit, but to your dog's nervous system, you are sending a high-stakes signal that says, "You are not my priority." There is a massive gap between the bond your dog is trying to build and the one they are actually getting, and it all starts the moment you open your eyes. Your dog did something today that you completely ignored. To you, it was just a random quirk, a quick sniff, a sudden sneeze, or a burst of energy around the living room. But according to animal behaviorists, that was a direct, high-definition message aimed straight at your heart, and you missed it. We've been living with dogs for 15,000 years, yet most owners still don't speak the silent language their dogs are using every single day. It's time to stop guessing and start listening to what they are desperately trying to tell you. To understand why your dog does this, you have to step inside their sensory universe. Humans see the world, but dogs read it. While you have 6 million olfactory receptors, your dog has up to 300 million. Their sense of smell is nearly 100,000 times more powerful than yours. When they press their nose into your seat or sit on your feet, they aren't just seeking warmth. They are analyzing a dense, layered chemical signature of your natural oils and hormones. Research confirms they can detect your emotional state, stress, calm, or joy through scent alone. To them, your presence isn't just physical. It's an olfactory map of safety that they wrap themselves in to regulate their own nervous system. There is a biological truth baked into your dog's DNA over 15,000 years of coevolution. They are wired to orient around a social anchor. In the wild, that anchor was the pack leader. In your home, that anchor is you. A landmark study in applied animal behavior science found that consistent, warm interaction, especially in the morning, measurably lowers your dog's baseline cortisol, the stress hormone. When you use a high-pitched, melodic, regulatory voice, their heart rate drops and their muscles physically release tension. You aren't just talking to them. You are reaching directly into their brain to flip the switch from alert to safe. We often forget that our dogs are not just pets. They are high-performance biological machines designed for a purpose. Every breed carries a prey drive, a retrieve drive, or a herding drive. These aren't just quirks, they are biological imperatives. When your dog stops to sniff for 60 seconds on a walk, and they are engaging in olfactory exploration that increases their levels of optimism. When they shake a toy violently, they are completing a hardwired kill sequence that provides deep psychological enrichment. If these drives aren't fulfilled, the energy doesn't disappear. It turns into anxiety, destruction, or depression. Their behavior isn't a choice. It's a neurological need for fulfillment. When your dog chooses to fall asleep pressed against your legs or leans their full weight into your shins, they are making a profound declaration. Sleep is the single most vulnerable state any living creature can enter. In the wild, it is the moment of maximum risk. By choosing you as their pillow, your dog is saying, out of every surface, every corner, and every safe spot in this world, you are the safest place I know. They aren't just being comfortable, they are entrusting you with their life. Every time you stay still, even when your leg goes numb, you are answering that declaration with a promise of your own. I see you and I will protect you. We have our jobs, our friends, our phones, and our busy lives. But for your dog, you are the main event of their entire existence. Their whole world pauses the moment you leave the house and only resumes the second you walk back through that door. When they nudge your hand or gaze into your eyes, they aren't begging for attention. They are seeking a heartbeat to sync with. They have chosen to spend their one short life entirely with you. That whimper you hear when you're sad or that frantic spin when you're happy isn't just a reaction, it's empathic concern. They don't just live with you, they feel the weight of your world as if it were their own. Think about the level of trust it takes for an animal to follow rules they don't naturally understand. They give up their instincts to bark, to chase, to explore, simply because you ask them to. When they sit with their back to you, they are offering you their most vulnerable side, trusting completely that you have their back while they watch the front for you. This is trust made physical. It is a quiet, steady sacrifice they make every day just to fit into our human world. They don't ask for a lot in return. They only ask to be understood in the language they were born to speak. Your dog is a master of pattern recognition, but what they recognize most is you. They don't just watch your actions, they mirror your internal world. How when your stress levels spike, their heart rate follows. When you are calm and present, their nervous system finally finds its baseline. Behavioral science calls this social mirroring. If your dog is restless, pacing, or unable to settle, they might not be naughty. They might be reflecting the unresolved tension they feel coming from you. You are the emotional thermostat of the home. When you change your temperature, their entire world shifts to match it. For a long time, we believed dogs only learned through simple conditioning, treats and stay. But we now know they engage in sophisticated social learning. They watch how you sit, how you move, and how you react to the world. You are the template they are working from. If you are inconsistent with your rules, their world becomes a map with no legend. But when you are steady, your dog becomes a reflection of that stability. A confident, resilient dog isn't born that way. They are built by an owner who provides a reliable mirror of what safe looks like every single day. There is a silent dialogue happening between you and your dog that requires no words. It's a biochemical echo. When you sit quietly together, even without touching, your heart rates begin to synchronize. Your dog chooses to stay in your space because your very presence is biologically regulating. They don't just see you as a provider, they see you as their safe zone. Every choice they make, where they sleep, how they greet you, how they handle a thunderstorm, is a reflection of the security you have deposited into their emotional account. To know how your dog feels, you often only need to look at how you are showing up for them. Don't wait for tomorrow to bridge that gap. Tonight, I want you to try one thing that takes exactly 60 seconds. Put your phone in another room, sit on the floor, and just exist at their level. No commands, no treats, no reaching for them. Just wait. Watch for the moment their eyes soften or they choose to drift into your space. That 60-second choice to be just a presence is the most powerful wordless sentence you can say to them. It says, I am here, you are safe. This is us. Try it tonight and come back to tell me, how long did it take for them to choose you? The next time you walk through that door or pick up that leash, remember the nose first rule. Before you pet them, before you pull them, present the back of your hand and wait for the sniff. And let them complete their biological intake. Then find the golden spot, that space at the base of their skull or the center of their chest, and apply slow, circular pressure for 30 seconds. You'll see the exact moment the oxytocin hits. Their jaw will loosen and their whole body will settle. This isn't just a pet, it's a neurological reset. Which of these golden spots does your dog melt for the most? Stop being just the person who fills the bowl. Become the person who sparks their mind. Tomorrow morning, take half of their kibble and scatter it in the grass, or hide it inside a rolled-up towel. Give them 3 minutes of problem-solving before they eat. You'll notice the difference immediately. A dog that was restless becomes calm, fulfilled, and deeply bonded to the person who gave them a job to do. What's the cleverest way you've ever challenged your dog's brain? Share your ideas below so we can all learn together. Your dog deserves to be understood. If this helps you see them differently, like, share, and subscribe to Dog Loyalty. Join a community of owners who truly speak their dog's language. Let's grow closer to our best friends, one habit at a time.